And I believe I am live yet again. Alrighty. Okay. Now that that pleasantry is over with, I need to post the stream link into my Discord so that I may get 2 viewers. But that's not what I want. Okay, hang on for but a moment. So I'm not able to post the stream link to my Snapchat story, which I've never had a problem with ever in my life. That's just got me feeling peachy. Okay. I will copy this link to Discord. Okay. I would have started sooner, like about like an hour sooner, or a half an hour probably is the more realistic assumption. Excuse me, that was directly into the mic. I am so sorry. I probably would have started this sooner, but I've been playing almost non-stop System Shock, the remake. And that game has really sucked me in. I was very close to beating it at the end, but I did not get the chance to. It's not like my punishment was anything terrible. It's play another also really good game. And now, after not playing this for another 2 weeks, I am tasked with once again remembering what all of my controls are. But I think they're relatively... I think I got it.
Someone laughing.
Yeah, that was my question. Was that supposed to be a laugh? It sounded more like, pain. Genuine, unadulterated pain. That could have been done like a lot better than I did it, but whatever.
Can't hold more.
Oh, that's not my shotgun. I thought it was my shotgun. I should have blasted him into the wall. These guys are just running for me. Now I just feel bad. Loser? Ex-wife Dracula won't return the calls, and I also am not able to see our, what's like the vampire equivalent to children, because they don't age.
This is what you did to me. I can pay for it.
Please. What did I do? Tell me what I did, please. You know I want to be better. Please stop.
It's your attitude.
I can change that.
I know.
Huh. Well, there's another layer for things. It's pill worthy, I'd say. Well, that's doing one. You should be dead.
after.
Yeah, that one, I'll admit, that one was closer. You were a little off the mark the first time, but I should have trusted you. You kind of are the protagonist. I gotta say, Xavier Nelson, I think that's his, how you pronounce his name. He made everything to do with this. He he coded it, developed it, voice acted in it, did a lot of the, did the music for it, did a lot of the voices for the enemies I can hear. Did he voice Dracula? I gotta say, that's talent.
Pieces are jumbled, but this doesn't look like a particularly pleasant place to live.
Ow. Okay.
Another damned bride. Same story, but it looks like this one had a darker ending.
You can gauge the darkness of each of their endings. I want a gradient of that by the end of the game. Like, I want the full spectrum of light to dark based on whatever it is you do to determine that. Also, where? I don't see one. I don't see where the other bride you mentioned went. I would very much like... I don't want to... That's the only enemy that, like, I'm actually kind of intimidated by, because it can just destroy my health bar from very far away without me paying attention to it. The rest of these guys I can kind of deal with. The knights are a little bit of a pain. The werewolves can get you something. Honestly, it's been a pretty solid, like, staircase of enemy difficulty, minus the fact that the bride was introduced before the knights, because I find that one more difficult. Difficult. Jeez. Of course, Hiccups waited to start until, like, I started streaming. Yeah.
I'm really not liking this.
Oh, well, somebody is. Okay. I caught you there. You got to admit at that time. Okay, no, don't do that.
It's English. Our colony trying to look the part. Early 19th century. Certainly seen better days.
Has there been an established reason for it? Like, I feel like that's probably something vaguely, I don't know. What do you mean, something trying to look the part of English? Like a spy who is just really thorough? Even that spy dude from Far Cry 3 decorated his own home with, like, the American flag and stuff.
Can't hold more.
I mean, that guy was kind of a nutcase. Maybe it's a bad example, but I don't know. I feel like the world's your oyster. Your home's your oyster, at least. Okay.
So, you're the source of all this trouble.
Are you the laugher?
Wait, what?
My thoughts exactly. I thought that was gonna be a boss cutscene.
How did I get here?
Yeah. I didn't even go into the elevator. Now, if you come alive later, I'm gonna be real miffed. The only reason I mostly do the slow motion before killing stuff is because it seems to deal more damage and it's more ammo efficient that way. I've been in a very System Shock mood where I'm tallying the bullets that I'm spending as I'm shooting them. Every bullet shot is a bullet spent.
Yeah.
You do not cry.
Should I? No one left to walk. It serves no purpose.
Can you not do whatever that is you're doing behind the door? You're making me very uncomfortable. Plus, I don't want to show anything that'll get me banned. I mean, that didn't even sound like anything that incriminating. I was really reaching for a joke there, but whatever.
You might understand.
Flames of damnation. One of them is for a soul meant to behold the fall of nations to die in a debtor's bed. Strangled by a family's legacy, their father's poor choices, surrounded by dust. If you are not greater than this dust, do not accept my gift. I will only kill you again. But if you are, tell me, Janet Drake. Please. With honesty, before the God whose sight you will seek to avoid. Is this the damnation you deserve?
Oh, talk away. Always need ammo.
I'm very confused by that one. I'm not. I probably should have kept up the schedule on the weeks. I feel like Janet Drake was mentioned in the past, but I don't remember very much of it. I know James Savage. Is Janet Drake? Is that? I think that's who she went by. That's the name that she went by. Other than Dracula.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you
Safe to
took
assume that
the
things are
words out of
going to
my
get
mouth.
less flammable.
Yeah, this place is made of wood. I love the ragdolls in this. They're so good. They're so good. Okay.
Not a good time.
He's dead. You're definitely dead. Yeah, I was mentioning in the last episode how the Molotovs kind of felt useless. I rest my case. Oh, see? We're going into platformer. What's next, El Paso Elsewhere? You gonna be an immersive sim? You'd be very welcome. I need to play more of those. You know, Perzicki is playing Deus Ex on his streams, and that is a title that I really wanted to get into because it's a very influential one. A lot of history there. A lot of fun to be had, I hope. I'd really like to get into that. I am quite possibly the stupidest person ever conceived. Okay.
Something dark lodges itself in my chest with a methodical thud pounding through the walls. Can't decide if I'm being haunted or hunted.
You say that like it's mutually exclusive. Excuse me, that was in the mic again. I don't know what's going on with me. I mean, maybe it's the hot cocoa, but I don't know. That one it? No? Okay. Sorry. I have no idea if I'm even going the right way. I feel like there might have been an explorer's route. I probably didn't even need to use those bullets. You kind of like messed yourself up there, dude. What were you thinking? Uh-oh. Slow-mo's kind of busted.
Thank God. Elevator.
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, fuck off.
Really?
Fucking clever ass flame platform bullshit.
I love that. This game has a very unique voice, and I love it. Got like some bits that are kind of like satirical of some video game conventions and shit.
Again, Jedi, you succeed. I again have someone to warn.
Cause she's like British. That can't be like the alias of Dracula. It's like she's just really good at it. I don't know. I don't know what to intuit from that. Or what to remember from that.
Trapped among the flames, surrounded by things I don't know.
Ow!
Sniping my way out.
Please no. I didn't mean to do that. That was the most clumsy victory that I can actually be proud of ever. I mean, it wasn't like that insanely impressive. It's just like something about like hitting somebody point blank with a Molotov is always satisfying to me. I wish I could have followed through better and actually like just dealt with the one guy faster, but no, I just kind of kept missing. Okay, so that's the actual elevator, unless that one also bursts into flames the second I fucking touch it. I'm sorry. Ow. Ow. Don't. I feel physical pain. I will say, this game has some really good sound design choices. Like, it has, like, mostly to do with, like, weapons and how much impact they have. The clatter of, like, the suit of armor after you shoot them with a shotgun is really
I think
comically
it's safe to say who the void is pulling from for these places. These moments. This would have been her home. Dogley mentioned a mentor once. The man who turned her. Egyptian. He was murdered in a back alley in Victorian London by one of the first gentlemen's monster hunting societies. They did a lot of damage in those days. She never told me his name. Weird to think that I'll get to know her better now than I ever did when we shared our lives together.
Okay. 1 second. I gotta turn the lights back up. There we go. That's better. Motion activated. Non-motion deactivated. I never played that game.
Wow, I can hardly
But
stand the anticipation.
I heard current Bungie could seriously use an IP like that. And I'm not talking the remake. Can I just... Oh, whose idea was it to take, like, the original... like the original Bungie single-player first-person shooter even before Halo and go, yeah, let's make that a live service multiplayer only game. How does that cross somebody's mind? How does somebody, like, conceive that and think it's a good idea? Because that's, like, insanely idiotic. Especially now that they've downsized their entire staff to get rid of everything that, like, you know, everybody that worked on the stuff that people even partially liked about Destiny. Like, I was never a Destiny guy. But, like, even people who like it, you know, like it with the qualifier of it's got a lot of problems and Bungie isn't great. But now the stuff that's, like, actually worth seeing from Bungie is gone. That type of thing is, like, really weird to me.
No part of Dracula's castle is like this. The walls are familiar. The void is assembled come into this place that disappeared. I resent it.
You resent it for being different, or you resent the parts that are similar?
Four, 8, 11, 26. 4, 8, 11, 26.
Okay. Noted.
Nice. Ammo.
I don't want to. You're a hero.
Can't hold more.
Okay. So now we're getting some more, like, actual blending of the graveyard, the castle, the motel. There's a lot of stuff kind of coming together. I mean, it has been for a while, but now it's a lot more. Like it's like the reins have kind of been completely pulled off.
There was something in that window.
Was there? I'm gonna be honest. Like, for once, I was completely
Distortion
not
right
paying
now,
attention.
the funhouse mirror.
Real
But
sorry
the
about
void
that.
is building new things, whole unto themselves here, and I don't know why.
You've been kind of having that perspective on a lot of things lately. The whole, you know, there's a lot of stuff happening, but I really don't know why. We better find something out by the end of this.
I can use this.
Okay.
Please don't hurt me.
Cool.
Yeah, this is real.
Alright, it's time. I actually completely turned myself around. I have no idea where I'm going. All I know is that my wrist hurts and I should have brought my wrist rests. I'm doing that to like keep from heavy wrist pain. It sucks having your biggest hobbies be writing and playing video games, because that means your hands are in a very specific position for a very long period of time. Much like if you live in a parent's basement for an extended period of time, your hands also get used to being in a very specific position. I'm an expert on hand placement.
Don't need more.
I guess that's what I'm going for? Alright, cool. I'm glad there's some level of consistent direction for the player. If that is what that is, I'm pretty sure it is. If I am to assume, that's okay. Yeah, this would make sense. Yeah.
I want to live.
Go ahead and
You'll be
do
okay.
that. Ow. Okay. I made the right judgment call. I was about to hop off in the exact opposite direction that I was supposed to go in. Not the exact opposite.
Dark in here.
I see what you did there. I got a flashlight this time. Okay. So I'm guessing we're going
Can't
for
see
more
me
of a
on my gun
horror.
barrel.
I mean, yes, you can.
Ooh, I should not be handling a high-powered rifle into these conditions.
I don't know if this is any worse than any other gun you've been handling up to this point. This point, you're just... He just falls. You were right next to it, dude.
Thought there might be something up here.
You can see any photos they've taken there.
Can I move it?
Yeah, sure.
I used to go for walks down this exact street. I mean, it looked different then, but I cracked a man's head open on that stoop, that exact stoop. You can still see the mark.
How hard did you do this?
Hard enough to leave a mark. I did it in front of his family.
Wow.
He was a hunter. There were a lot of hunters back then, and they followed me wherever I would go.
Like,
They're why I
justifying it?
lost my power.
What are you, Sniper Wolf?
How did you get them to stop hunting you?
I killed all of them.
And for other families?
Most of the time.
Sounds like a bad success story. Like, I feel like that just kind of get people a little mad. Okay, this is a lot this guy was complacent to.
Can't hold more.
Okay. You good? Okay. Just kind of waiting for that to end. That's a funny scuttle.
More pills.
How did I know that you were the guy who was like, there's a level of like understanding that came over me when I saw that figure standing at the end of that hallway. Like everything became understood to me. At that point it was just a matter of laying a couple of bullets into him. That didn't seem to help. I'm very sorry, James. You might have been able to talk your way out of this, and I just completely messed that up. I don't think that's the case, but, you know, extending my apologies just in case it ends up being a really bad fight and I exhausted all of our possibilities before you got a chance to do anything. Okay. Okay, so I mostly just have to, like, I don't have to get entirely behind. Please don't do that again. That got so close to killing me. My stomach is in my throat right now from that. Don't do that. There are so many of you guys. Can I take a second to just like pill myself? At least let the high kick in before you guys all flood back in.
We'll put a switch on that central platform.
Okay, I think we're good. I mean, I feel like that's a weird question to ask. I could probably ask you if you're tired of shooting things. I want the biggest wave possible to come out.
Black light was the source of the laughter. A fused pharaoh.
Is that what that
Got
was? Okay. I mean, I couldn't really gather what he was. I didn't have a better guess, but okay. I'm just going along with what you're doing, dude.
Nice ammo. Wait,
Yellow.
I'm not in my head. What's going on?
It's just a box, James. A thin metal box with holes in it. And this is the void.
You're a force beyond.
You know my compatriots.
I know you want us dead. You shouldn't be out yet.
I'm not out yet, but I will be. Soon. Your elevator proved a useful conduit in the meantime.
Which one are you?
Say not in thine heart who shall ascend into heaven, or who shall descend into the deep. And the force of the go, the unsated fury, to lay him down and make him an answer for what he's created.
What's next? You kill me, stop me from interrupting the ritual.
Oh, I can't kill you. Yet, but my associate can. Fortunately for you,
Remember when I said this was a one-way trip?
he likes to savor his prey.
The presentation of this is incredible. Incredible. That like intersection. I feel more for this main character than I have like many characters this year. Oh, thank God that was just for the loading screen. I thought my frame rate had messed up again. But you know, like the it's insane how well they've done at that. I think like I mean, still not my favorite protagonist this year. That goes to Hi-Fi Rush as well as many other appraisals of mine. But gosh be danged if this ain't the second best, at least. Okay, so that hurts, but only after a little bit. Like, okay, so like I could walk across, but if I stood there, I'd continuously take damage. Strange.
wheels within wheels. Angels are real, and these ones want to kill me. Fuck.
I feel like if you know that Dracula's real, then Angels isn't really like a far stretch.
Gonna cut. Gouging my eyes, my thighs, slitting veins. Clawing back thoughts, claiming my life through the pain. Gonna cut. Can't hold more. Gonna cut. The scars fought together. I press the skin and defines me. That feeling I'm in this body.
Okay.
So,
You're out. Out.
Gouging my eyes, bending my thighs, slitting veins.
Yeah, I'm going back for that pill bottle.
Clawing back thoughts, claiming my life through the pain.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Gonna cut.
It's not worth it.
Gonna cut.
I'll probably be able to refill, and if not, extra challenge, I guess. Is there like a difficulty slider? Or is this like I think there's just one difficulty for this. But it's a very, very easy game. Which is not entirely terrible. But I don't know. It feels like the slow motion with like some slight minor tweaks could have been removed almost. But I feel it still runs the risk of kind of tarnishing the Max Payne influence. Oh wow, my stream is pretty delayed actually. Interesting.
Can't carry more. I want to cling to every stable piece of ground in this ocean of nonsense. And that was a fresh vampire. The wrappings. Smell of salt.
Huh. And like that, I'm already back up to 8. Always had a fondness for shotguns. They're a little comfort food kind of gun for me in games. Like, you can't go wrong with a good shotgun, you know? Unless an enemy has literally any kind of range at all. Then you're pretty much dead. I think I'm backtracking on this. Right.
I'm just the look to look and boost it. Wax on the brain, finger in the flame, so I can't stand my exit. Gonna cut. Took a finger benefits. Gonna cut. Gonna cut. Catching my eyes. I slip brains. It's giving my life for the pain. Gonna cut.
Are you saying gonna cut?
Gonna cut.
I think that is. Like a kind of, edge sort of, but I don't know how I feel about a lot of the music here. Like, not even necessarily this track in particular. Just a lot of them feel almost like they clash with the game tonally. But I guess you might be able to argue the same thing about the dialogue, and I quite like that. I don't know, it doesn't really feel as strong for me. Nothing I'd say like destroys the game for me, but it doesn't, like, I don't know. Like, I think of like Undertale, a game that's kind of, it's really good at blending tones, kind of keeping things comedic while still feeling heartfelt and serious and sad at certain moments. And that I never felt like the music had any kind of strange tone clash. Very different game, mind you. You know, maybe not the most ripe for comparison, but I don't know. I feel like Yeah, it really doesn't. It feels kind of.
Don't need more.
Like there's a little bit of a clash there tonally. I don't think it ruins it, but it does kind of like it's whenever the music comes on and it's kind of a track with lyrics, I just get confused. Ow. I thought you died. Maybe another one spawned just right as I looked away. That would actually make a lot of sense, and I would hate it. I'm out of hot cocoa, too, so I don't even have anything to calm my nerves with. Woe is moi.
The door is practically held together with rubble and sand. I can break that.
Well, I did. I'm never not gonna find it funny. Just blasting a suit of armor into a wall as they clatter. That is a different design for the vampires. He was absolutely right. These aren't the wrapped mummies like in the like I've been fighting kind of the rest of this game. They're actually changing the design. That's cool. Like it's the same AI and behavior and power of enemy, but it's cool that they're kind of changing it to be more in line with the events of the story right now. And it wasn't even like consistently. It wasn't like you got introduced to that type of vampire, and then that was the last you saw of the other ones. There was a bit of a mix of them, so I feel like you're just gonna find a lot more of these where you would expect to find them. Where did you come from?
It's him. You're the savage. No thanks, I'll walk. More. Like it or not, I'm still your only way down.
That's definitely Nelson.
Come on, savage. What's the worst that could happen? Get it in.
What's the worst that could happen is always a great question in fiction.
I've been awake for 13 days. He doesn't let me sleep. I wrench my eyes open every time they close, afraid of what he'll do if I leave them for too long. Maybe add a projector. Maybe turn up the heat again. Far away, I wonder if I can hear laughter or if he's getting to me. The elevator shrieks through space like a great mouth. Yawning. Screaming. Let me out. Let me out. It's your stop.
The villain is my ex-wife Dracula. Ex-girlfriend, but ex-wife is funnier. The main character has a complicated relationship with her. There's some implied kind of abuse mentally and potentially physically. But then also like a two-sided sense of toxicity.
Egypt at the bottom of the world, and I don't particularly care. Anything is better than being inside that box.
It is a very interesting course of events so far. I'm not sure who this he's referring to is. That seems to be like, you know, inside of him or whatever. I think it's this kind of entity, but I don't know very much about it.
I'll go.
I don't know. The guy seems plenty drained already. Apparently he hasn't slept in 13 days. He's having it rough. Well, every single one of those shots missed. That was cool.
I save the rest.
Lights representing trapped souls. That's painful.
I mean, I think that's been happening the entire game, right? Or is it a different light that you're referring? Is it like that light? I mean, even that I've been kind of seeing. What light representing trapped souls are you referring to? Because I'm pretty sure that's been like the entire game. Gotcha. Ow! Stop! Don't! Ow! Okay. Oh. Excuse me.
Couldn't hold more if I tried.
Oh no, please don't. Okay. That's that taken care of. Okay, they're out. I always make just like the one stupid mistake that drains my health a lot. I kind of like how the health system works for that reason. Because you need to in order to like refill a good portion of your health bar, you need to use a lot of your healing resource. You know, you need to down like I think 3. Like say your health bar is at like 3. Say your health bar is like pretty much empty, like almost entirely empty, like a sliver of a pixel left. It will take like 3, I think, to get back up. So that means you have about like, you know, say this is like a Dark Souls equivalent. You have like 3 Estus flasks to deal with, and I think that's a pretty good amount. Sorry, getting my lights back on because they're motion activated, and that is splendid to deal with. But you know, so you have like 3 full heals that you can do over the course of an entire fight, before you know you run out. And during that, you need to realize that you need to like stop and do that like 3 separate times, in order to actually let that heal play out. So there's a good amount of finding a window that you need to do, as well as managing your kind of your resources, so that you do have those moments where you end a fight at like 60-70% health and you go, is it worth healing now, or should I wait until I've got a couple more resources? I think that's why I've been taking a little bit more notice with how easy the game can kind of be, because I feel like I'm not really put into that position nearly as much as I feel like could be, you know? Maybe there's a harder difficulty that gets unlocked after the game is done. But usually it takes me a little while to replay a game after I've finished it. Not a terrible thing at all. Just kind of something that I've noticed. That took way too many shots to kill. Oh, okay. Well, I don't even want to like attack you guys because you guys are just kind of funny. I want to just go and kill the guy who made you. Wherever he is. Okay, there we go. I do hate this guy. You little coward. I see why James doesn't like you. Ow.
I'm free.
Was that the last of Puppeteer Man? Did I actually kill him? I gosh dang hope so. Oh, there was a second one. Like, that sounds like Xavier. Like, that sounds like the lead dev. But I don't know how many of that, I feel like most of them are. And the only one that isn't him is like the Dracula character. Because obvious. We out? Okay, we're out.
Hey, don't mind the giant sarcophagus. That's normal. Nice ammo.
Yeah, whether it's the Greeks or the American pioneers or indigenous populations around the world, they all talk about it. These forces beyond.
Where did you get that term?
It's the closest thing I can pull together from all the translations I've seen. There's no universal name for them, right? Just the concept. Shadows beyond the skin of the world. And they hate you.
Have you heard anything about them making deals?
Sure. It's like the Fae. But you're making a deal with something that hates you, right? There have to be consequences.
Why do you think someone would do that?
Probably because it's the only deal they can make. Or they want something they shouldn't have.
I think one thing that I would benefit a little bit from as a viewer or as a player would be getting a little bit more insight as to how their relationship started. I don't think the story doesn't work without it, but it would be a little bit nicer to kind of humanize the Dracula character. Not that she hasn't been already, but I feel like they could have gotten away with a little bit more. I don't know, like a little bit more kind of something to ground that and make the relationship feel like something that, I don't know, like I can see a lot more of, okay, so this character kind of, you know, I want to be able to fully understand James Savage's kind of motivations through and through, what got him here. Even if it is kind of on a human misunderstanding or lack of full appreciation for the greater context of, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I think it would have been cool. I think it would have aided the story a little bit more, but it doesn't necessarily hurt it without it, because enough of their, like, in relationship, like there is clearly some like affection and some genuine writing there between the characters when you do see that. So it's not like it's missing a ton. I kind of like having that inception. So it's like, oh, okay, aw, these characters.
Something poetic in there. Can only hope it's not an omen. And just like that, they're back inside the box.
Unfortunately.
You really don't want me poking around in here.
How?
You need to stay present. I want you to feel everything.
Damn.
We're all gonna die. Thank you so much.
I really thought they were gonna pull out the cheap shot of having these guys like all come to life at once. Okay, it seems like that's not how they're doing it. Bitter throne.
This is interesting.
don't lick
Void isn't
it.
just pulling from creatures that exist, it's using conceptual language. Symbols, Arthurian legend, rotting king, mourning, a departed queen. In other words, the void can tell whatever story it wants.
Yeah. Excuse me. I think anybody can tell whatever story they want.
Got ammo.
Just a matter of whether it makes sense. I don't know. Let the void be. What'd the void ever do to you, man? Aside from psychologically torture you for what feels like eons. At least I assume that's what the elevator's doing. Do I need to stand there? I don't want to stand in the giant pillar of red until I know that's the only course of action I can take. Right?
Got ammo.
Okay, let's
So you were the Lord of the Vampires. What does that mean?
It means I fought for a position, and I won it.
Did you have a crown?
It was a bit more spiritual than that. Somehow I knew where my people were. All of them. All of the time. If one of them happened to see me, they knew exactly who I was. Without my having to say a word. I miss that. Being known.
Huh. Okay. We're getting a little bit. Not exactly what I was specifically referencing, but that is kind of a an interesting direction. I have a lot of like some inferences on that, but for right now, God, you're really gonna make me step in the red, aren't you? Okay, well. Uh-oh. Did I die? I died. It's silly. Okay. Now I'm ready. Now I have a long range. So if these guys come out, I can... Okay. I'm lucky I have the Uzi, because I can just use it and not, like, actually like using it. Just while I use this, I'm waiting to get ammo for other weapons that I like more, and then when I run out of ammo for the Uzi, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Gotcha. It's like hitting a pile of cans with a baseball
Thank
bat.
God.
It's like an 8-car pile up. All in one split second. Okay. She's dead. I miss anybody? No? Okay. Well, I guess I'm stepping in the red again. Okay. Okay, so the ones that are alive have... I'm really stupid for not noticing this earlier. The ones that are alive have glowing eyes. You know, the thing that most fake statue, or like, you know, most non-alive suits of armors don't usually have is glowing eyes. Out of here.
Ammo.
Suck that, vampires.
You don't get to say that. I'll let James Savage say that because he's kind of been through a lot. He's a precious boy and I like him. You don't get to say "suck that, vampires" when I hardly know ye. You're not cowering in fear in a castle beyond the realm of human comprehension, ducking between living pieces of armor, vampires, werewolves, and a guy who just really likes puppets. Like a #1 Chucky fan. And then when you're finally saved, cowering in fear, you go, "Suck on that, vampire." No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. I'm not going to accept that you get to do that. That's morally wrong what you just did to me. I give James a pass because he's cool. He's like... When he has campy moments, it feels like he's desperately trying to recover his own psyche through bleak humor. That woman just annoyed me. I'm actually in a bad... I'm ending the stream early, guys. No, I'm kidding. At this point, now that I've figured that out, I'm just gonna... I'm barely gonna remember that the suit of armor is an enemy. Before they wake up, I'm just like, he's just inside the wall. Him and the wall will have converged. Look at that. They're all quaking in their boots because they're not allowed to move until I make them. Oh, come! Why were there like 4 of you? Stop it!
Always need Paso.
Cool.
Save the rest.
Sure, I think you were the last one, but I'll allow that. I'll allow that line. Suck on that, vampire. Shut up. Shut up. Who do you think I am? Who do you think you are? Think you're the vampire hunter? You think you're the one who gets the cool stakes and whatnot, and all the fun guns and whatever, and gets to, you know, and gets to send suits of armor into an 8-car pile up in the split second with a shotgun? No, that's me.
Oh, and the floor just opened up. Okay.
I'm the video game man. I kill. I hunt vampires. I kill zombies. And I suck on vampires.
Don't hurt me.
You in a wall, boy? Okay.
That's fucking Frankenstein. I'm out.
That's a Frankenstein?
He's blocking my shot skin.
What do you mean again?
I need to use a stake.
Oh, a steak. Okay. Strange. Technically, a Frankenstein would. Oh, well.
Not doing anything.
Okay, well. Alright. You're the only guy who's ever been able to withstand my shotgun, man. I'd much appreciate it if you didn't
Start
do
doing
that.
anything. Hate. All I feel is hate.
I mean, I can't blame you. Ooh. What other ones can I get? I haven't even entered the area. I'm a force to be reckoned with. As long as that big guy doesn't come back. As long as he's not here anymore, I'm good. I'm the strongest guy in the room.
Oh, this is not a good time, you puppeteering shit.
Okay, he's out. You're followed.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Whole walls again.
Oh my goodness. I've been conducting a bi-weekly ass flattening exercise by streaming here. Just kind of like I get used to the one position that I sit in, and all of a sudden my buttocks feel like a deflating balloon. My immense weight just I'm slowly collapsing in on my. Are you another unkillable or is this a Frankenstein? This is a Frankenstein. Okay.
My shot skin.
Thank God that. Okay, so the steak that you need for that, like, you don't actually use the steak when you use that. That's awesome. Thank you, Dev. Mr. Nelson.
Who's gonna save you?
The "Who's gonna save you" line is fine. I'm okay with that one. That one like feels thematic, you know. Okay, so this is a statue with glowing eyes that cannot be killed here. Either he's going to come alive later, or my theory up until this point is flawed, and I am now back at square one. I'm having a whale of a time right now. He's just sitting there. Cool. Yeah, that is verified. Oh, dude.
How many pots does one extra dimensional void need?
I don't know. Depends on whether or not Zelda exists in that dimension. Because if it does, have you played the games?
Void figured out how to make more of them.
You are just the worst, aren't you? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I know his deal with the puppeteer. It's funny that there's just like he just can't stand that one in particular. But I'm kind of starting to see it after a little while.
Really stored you with the pottery, huh?
Suck that, vampires.
Or the suit of armor is glitched. I could definitely see that. I don't know. There's a couple more. Well, that one was alive. I think he's just gonna come. They're gonna come back to life later. I don't know. Yeah, no. I think there is a big stream delay on when. Yeah, there's at least a little bit of a stream delay on when it appears for people and when I actually do things. So that'll be good to pay attention to. Ow. Okay.
This will be useful.
Really got just one more to go. That's a lot of boys. Actually, now my window's blocking chat. There we go. Perfect. Honestly, this has probably been the smoothest my stream has gone technically so far, which I'm pretty pleased with. I'm going the exact wrong direction.
I want to live.
Needed this.
Yeah, my I think my glowing eyes theory needs to be walked back a bit.
Empty. Spreading chaos from town to town. He had a creature inside him that couldn't do otherwise. I watched him die. But apparently he's a goblin. Strong enough to pierce the void itself now. Fuck me.
I missed the first part. Who did you watch die and is also now a goblin? Was he a goblin before? Why are goblins here now? What do you mean a goblin?
1991.
Blood type.
Oh, negative.
Your father's last words.
I'm done.
When did you know that you loved each and betrayed?
Okay, so that is. Oh, nice.
Ferris wheel. We were on a Ferris wheel. It had been a really good day. And as we rose to the top,
That's awesome.
she put her head on my shoulder and closed her eyes and whispered to herself, I forgot living could be a good thing. And that was it. This one good day burned into my head, and I gave her my soul. And I remembered it. I remembered it when she started lying to me and controlling me. I didn't have any money when we traveled. Everything was hers. I existed by her graces. And that was good because she loved me. And I was special and I remembered. My good day. I remembered when she started reveling in me being a little bit afraid of her. All of the time. I remembered when she put me on that fucking couch and told me to stay, and I did. I pissed myself, and I waited for 4 days, scared of what would happen if I got up and she found out. Proud of myself for showing that I could stay. 4 days of waiting and blinking and feeling the inside of my mouth dry and crack like poured cement. Until she came back. Covered in blood. I didn't believe her when she told me she'd stopped feeding. I'd seen bloodstains washing clothes. But there she was, standing in the doorway. finally telling me the truth about what she wanted to be. Her first words to me and the last words I've heard her say for 2 years were, "Good boy." And the same sick part of me that felt like it was tearing in half when I left her was glad. Glad I stayed. Like the good boy I am. And that she saw me. I drove away as fast as I could, weeping, in a car that didn't belong to me. Still remembering that one good fucking day. And as much as I want to hate her for what she did to me, without laying a finger on me, and what I did to myself, I can't. Because it was a really good fucking day. And her words were warm and her head was cold, and I don't know if I'm ever going to make someone feel like they are good. Like that. Ever again. Good. You're ready to die. It's been nice knowing you, savage.
Oh, wow.
I can't say I share your opinion. You're the cat and I'm the mouse. That's the game. I have to play along.
I don't know if I've, like... Because I'm not much of, like, a big fan of... Or, like, much of a big contributor to the whole, like, this is kind of relatable side of enjoying... Like, a lot of the stories that I kind of attach myself to aren't really ones that I can directly relate to. But there's this, like the way that entire scene was presented was just, That was nuts. That was wow.
Fucking kill him.
Okay.
To run.
Okay.
Ammo. Could have been any other organ in there. So I guess I'm lucky. Sorry for making so many of these.
Okay. Yeah, that was a really, 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 really well done scene, though. Oh my god. That was like I've been kind of like slowly feeling for this guy and kind of picking up on a lot of the implications of the story. But that was a really fantastic payoff. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Always need ammo.
That was nuts. I loved that. I loved that.
Do we need a stronger night?
That, like, this is one of my favorite games of the year, I think. Ow, 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 don't.
I need to get out of here. Every art seems to align with an aspect of the soul. Big fucking heart.
Cutscene? Okay.
Yeah. Let's take him on another ride.
No, I can't do this again, no. Stop. No. No! Jede! Jede Frey. The son of Khufu, the great builder. Right? I put the pieces together. Zimforth wanted out early, and he needed meat. Meat with a connection to Dakalai. A tether. A stronger tether than the man who made her who she is. Zimforth felt you in the ether, hitched a ride when you came back, poured you into a suit. That's why I haven't been able to hurt you. Because you've got a patron. She never said your name. We spent every moment together for 3 years. She told me everything, but the one thing that Janet didn't say is your name. Didn't breathe it. So you managed to complete a pyramid in your own lifetime. Conquered mortality, faked your own death to reign over the underworld, birthed the Lord of the Vampires, and it's all gone. Forgotten. The only reason I know who you are is because I was looking into the pharaohs of Egypt once. Researching mummies, vampires, where that all started. And there was a big gap where your name is. Because of all the mysteries of Egypt, you were the one that no one has cared to solve. Even to the person who loved you most, you're dead. Does that hurt? Killing me doesn't make you less of a puppet. What is a king who reigns over nothing? It's the end of the world, man. You don't have a name, you don't have authority. You don't have her. The one thing you can get right now, after a very, very long time, is a fight that matters.
Okay. Straight up baited him into letting me kill him.
Now that makes things interesting.
All right.
Just like the burn men. Wear him down, then use a stake. I would have thought you turned down back up.
Oh, wow. I am just... Okay, ow. That's a lot of them. That's a lot. Ow. Ow. Okay. I would have been fine had it not been for the other guys deciding to drop in.
Just like the burn men. Wear him down, then use a stake. I thought you turned down back up.
Okay.
Let's bury you again, motherfucker.
Well, okay. Okay, so that's a
Just
restart.
Like the Birdman. Burn down, then use a stake.
It's an odd transition.
Stay sharp. I would have thought you turned down back up.
Wow, okay. He hits hard and he's hard to avoid.
Just like the Birdman. Wear him down, then use a stake.
Wow. Okay. Okay, now I need to dive to the side, like, right away.
Let's bury you again, motherfucker. Come on.
Ow. I can't heal and then dodge. Come on. Heal, please. Okay.
Watching history limp in front of me. Flail before its violent death. It looks pathetic.
Got him.
Good fucking riddance.
I'll say, that was a little obnoxious. Lights turned off and they're not going to be able to easily turn back on. So,
My God. James?
Hey,
What is this?
this is Jedi Fry. The Force Beyond brought him back, poured him into a suit.
I didn't think the door had opened yet.
I don't think it has. But, you know, these ancient forces of hatred and destruction. Always getting antsy.
I have to go back. I felt a ripple, so...
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. I'll be here. Fuck.
Yeah, from scratch, I'll say I have no pills left and no guns, apparently. That's cool.
I might have actually delayed things a bit. Boy took my weapons. I'm gonna get him back.
I think with that final fight, I think it's a good time to end the stream. I think that's perfect pacing. Oh my god, that was a fantastic section, and a great stream session, I'd say. So with that, this is El Paso Elsewhere. Once again, it is an incredibly special surprise. This is honestly like my third favorite game I've played I've played this year. My favorites so far, I don't know my beyond 3, honestly. It's probably like right now it's probably, I want to say, Hi-Fi Rush at number 1, System Shock at number 2, El Paso Elsewhere at number 3, Dead Space Remake at number 4, and honestly, I have no idea what could fill a number 5 spot. I'm trying to think of like an actual top 5 games that were made this year, so I could maybe do like a written review about them. But that's for another day. So, until then, everybody watching, you guys have a great night, and this has been a lot of fun. All right, I'll catch you guys later.